Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Mika morning. If not, you're all about to. So my name is ToothBurglar. I am the Any Percent and Glitchless world record holder. On the couch here, I'd like to introduce the 100% world record holder, someone I've known for quite a while, a dear friend of mine, my brother, Porman Glenn.
Hi, everyone.
Just before we start, really quick, just want to let everyone know you're getting a pretty good deal today on Mika and the Witch's Mountain. You're going to get 100% of the commentary, you're going to get 100% of the gameplay, but we talk fast. You're going to get 180% of the commentary, so it sounds like a good deal. All right? So without further ado, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so Mika and the Witch's Mountain, here we go. I'm going to just go through my checklist real quick. We have Mika right here, check. We have to the left the Witch's Mountain, check. And I think that's everything, so thank you all. But seriously, we're gonna start moving through the game here. We're gonna meet Oligari, who's this witch of the mountain, and we're gonna be giving her a letter from our mother. Well, not our mother, Mika's mother. And I'm gonna be real with everyone. I don't think I've ever read any of the text boxes for this game, so we're gonna kind of just go off the vibes for the story. I have an idea, but it's more fun when we all go along at the same time. So. Oligari's like, you're not a witch, we're gonna kick you off the mountain, and we break our broom. And we're like, no, our broom, it's the one defining feature of a witch. So what are we gonna do? Oh yes, little jump off the bottom of the tree to get a little speed there.
We're still on world record pace.
Yeah, let's go. So we're gonna be meeting here Allegra, who's definitely my favorite character. She's a craftsman of the village, and she's gonna be like, oh, little witch, what's your problem? It's like, oh, our broom broke. And it's like, oh, I have magical powers, but don't worry about it, I fixed the broom. So now, what are you gonna do with the broom? We're gonna deliver 37 packages across 4 different days. It's gonna be so much fun. So right here, we're gonna be moving, and you're gonna see him really quickly, this little movement tech. ToothBurglar here is going to be dashing constantly, and instead of just dashing and letting it go in the air, he's going to fall back down to the ground and then get on his broom again. That's going to allow him to refresh his dash as fast as possible. This game has a bunch of little tricks, but they're used constantly throughout the run, and that's what really makes this game so much fun. Doing those 6 techniques as fast as you can, as consistent as possible. And at this point, we're gonna be meeting Gref. He's our boss. He's the old, man. He's oh, you, no matter what you do, you're not good enough. And it's all right, we'll prove you wrong. So we're gonna be going to Opik. And Opik here is Ovel. Ovel is this old fisherman of the village.
Then he's gonna give us a package and a sandwich for his son. And we're gonna go off and we're gonna go meet the next character, which is Opik. There's the sandwich. Good looking sandwich, by the way. Mm. So we turn around, get our dash in up here, and one more dash off. And then we're gonna go to Opik. Opik is probably my favorite character.
Good choice.
So in this game, there are a couple of text boxes with, shout out to Sandwich, a couple of text boxes with little pictures. So I'm gonna take 1 second to just show a really cute one. And then also shout out to Squabbles the fish here.
Squab.
It's this, adorable.
Oh my God.
All right, moving right along.
Yep. Oh, and then we got a pretty good squabble spawn there. That was pretty good. So that little fish we have to pick up, it could spawn anywhere from next to the boat to 3 or 4 boat lengths out. So getting one that's only 1 boat or 2 away is actually pretty good. So we said, still on world record pace. With that, we're gonna be going back to Ovel, and he's gonna give us another package to go to Gref. One thing you're gonna notice later on in the run is right now, we're just getting 1 package, bringing it to person A, then taking what they give us and going to person B. Later on, we're gonna have the whole map to work with, and everyone wants all the deliveries as fast as possible. So a lot of this game is all about the routing. Which person do you go to first? How do you go? Do you go to this side and grab these 2? Do you go to this side and grab these 2? And we're gonna do another cool thing right here, right off the box there. We call that a box boing. So this game was made where a lot of things were just out of reach. You just need enough height and you just can't get there. But if you ram your head into objects, you actually bounce off them or boing off them and get enough height where you go over. So lesson learned, smashing your head into stuff always gets you over your problems. And with that, now we have ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. So ice cream's a recurring thing. Everyone loves ice cream here, and they always, real quick, sorry. Shout out to my boy, Dr. Crabominable Esquire, the little crab behind Mika's hat. He's a real, All the
Those are
animals
real
have these
ones.
fun names, so. And yeah, now we're going back to Gref and a little bush boing right off the top there. And that's another time where like you can't really get over that mountainside, the wall, unless you have that boing and get enough height to go over. And with that, we're pretty much done with day one. We're putting in a code, gonna get a cool costume that I think we wear for like most of the run. I'm not positive on that.
And then we're going to be going off to Allegra and ending day one in a second here. There are 2 more animals to shout out. Edgar the Crow on that signpost and Randall the Rabbit on the bottom there. I really appreciate you all playing Animal Naming Simulator with us. For the next set, we could do a couple donations.
You gotcha. $100 from Arthur, who says, "What a deal. Free commentary and gameplay." And $50 from Graphics44 says, "First time attending GDQ. What an awesome experience. I'm here supporting the ToothBurglar. Good luck on your run. Don't forget the lantern."
Oh man. So speaking of the lantern, if you look behind Mika here on the ground, there's a little like sparkly thing. That's the lantern. Everyone remember that lantern. It's gonna be on the quiz later, I promise you. It's really important that we know that. But what we're gonna do is a few things really quickly. We're gonna start this day. We're gonna do a mailbox boing off this to get enough height to get onto the rooftop. Then we're gonna be doing a new technique called rubber brooming. So we're gonna be going through these wind tunnels throughout the rest of the run, and they give you a lot of speed. But as soon as you leave them, you start losing the speed. But you only lose that speed when you're on the broom. So by constantly getting off your broom, bouncing off the ground with it, and then getting on and off of it repeatedly like that, you get to maintain your speed for so much longer. And each one doesn't really save you that much time, but throughout the run, we're doing this like over 50 times, so it really starts adding up over time. And we're gonna meet here Soot, who's like this old grumpy man. He's like, "Oh, I hate everything."
So I don't want to be that guy, but like boinging, bouncing, rubber brooming, we're supposed to be serious speedrunners. Why are the names so, like, who named these ridiculous names?
Yeah, about that. That was us. We named that. We were together when we named that.
It was.
So some rubber brooms here, right off this train tracks, getting enough height to go over. Perfect. And then we're gonna be going over to Andros here. We have bad news. We have an electric bill, but we're gonna do it in style. We're gonna do an Andros jump, send it all the way over. Let's go. That's not as easy as it looks because if you change your direction while on the broom, you lose so much of your speed. So you have to get off your broom, just hope the line you have is good enough, and then make little auto corrections like right as you bounce off the ground. But after that, we're gonna be doing a little boing off that rock over the mansion, and we're going back to Gref. Now, pop quiz, everyone. What is at the village that we just talked about that we can't forget? The lantern, yes, the lantern, thank you. So, why is the lantern so important? Because it is one of very few items where it shows this big box in the beginning of the day, like, oh, the lantern, you have the lantern. You don't have the lantern. It's not in your inventory. We only have the drone. We have to pick up this lantern right now. Now, do you want to know how many runs you go halfway across the entire map trying to do the drones, and when you go and deliver the lantern, it's still at the village? Anyway, we're going to be going across the entire island right now, and we're going to be delivering the drone and the lantern. The lantern, yes, woo!
Yeah.
And this little sequence right here from Gref to the twins here, we did a little bit of rubber brooming. We went into the water. We then did we're doing broom hopping here. We're gonna do a bush boing in a second. So you really start seeing how all of these techniques come together, and at any moment you're gonna have to transition from constantly bouncing off the broom into the boings into what have you.
Shout out to the twins. No one's favorite character.
Yeah, sorry, twins. They're like that old school Nickelodeon, like, oh, bratty, like, oh, we like to be mean because that's fun. I don't know.
We're good vibes here.
Yeah. Real quick, when we're doing a bush boing here to get up. Again, this is one of those times where not having that boing, you can't get enough height. You got to go around, go to like some plateau on the other end. And shout out to Kiala, also, not also, but also my favorite character. And at this point, we're in like a bit of a weird spot we finally gave away all of our deliveries. There's still more, but like we don't have any. And when we're not delivering stuff, we're sad. We're sad, Mika, now. So we're gonna be going backwards a little bit and going to a little ruins area. Now, the astute of you that are watching might be saying something like, oh, Mr. Awesome Speedrunner Man, didn't you just come from this way? Why not just go here before, grab the stuff, and then you don't have to backtrack? Well, first of all, thank you, dear viewer. But second of all, if you were paying attention when I was talking about inventory management, which I know you weren't because I never talked about inventory management, you would know that on day 2, we only have 2 item slots. And that was for the drone and the lantern. Yeah. Told you it's gonna be on the quiz. So
We got a smart class.
Yes.
So shout out to Vanny, probably my favorite character. Moving along, we're gonna be doing a llama jump here. We like so Lavinia the llama is the grass right there.
That's
and
a good
we like
one.
doing straight lines when we can. And you'll see later in the run, if we can't make straight lines to get from point A to point B, we kind of make our own straight lines. So on our way back, I'm gonna try and chain some of these wind tunnels again and see if I can maintain momentum all the way back to Vanny here. Let's see if I...
Nice, that's pretty good. Yes, that's really good. So, as you saw, like when he got off the broom off that first tunnel, he kind of had to just go with whatever trajectory he had. If he decided to get on his broom and start like going back left and right, he would have lost all the momentum and lost all the time. So that was pretty good. And it's so nice we're gonna be doing it twice here. We're gonna go back up, we're gonna do another llama jump here because we have to go to Opic. And the one thing we do is we always go to Opic in style. So we are going to full send it off this mountain, and here's hoping we get a good bounce. Let's go! Oh my gosh, that's a clap. That's so great. So that is one of the Opic jumps. We had an Andros jump before, we had an Opic jump, and those are, as you could see, like you keep all the momentum, but if you get too close to the ground, you just either get stuck in it and it bounces you weird, or you don't keep all the momentum. So having stuff like that really saves you a lot of time and really gets your blood pumping.
Shout out to the churro guy here.
Yep.
I do not know his name.
Yep. Awan. It's Awan. Okay. Yep.
He's a churro guy to me.
Yep. So we just went to Opic. He said, here's seaweed. And we're like, okay. And he's like, bring it to Brom and he'll give us ice cream. And we love ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. And he's going to be like, what do we know about ice cream? It melts really quick. So give it to Brom, give it to Opic as fast as possible. And we go, no, we are not going to do that. We are instead going to go halfway across the map to Mom and do a whole thing like that. Because at the end of the day, going back to Opic, we like doing Opic jumps, and if we don't do Opic jumps, then we're sad, Mika. You're gonna be seeing this path a lot. We went up this way prior to go to Soot. We're going this down path to go to Mom. I'm trying to remember her name. It's...
Cecil?
That's a weird way of saying Mom. It says Mom right there, yeah. Anyway, she's gonna be like, oh, I have a letter to Jean-Paul, their son. And I was like, oh, can you deliver it? It's like, okay, I guess.
So when the ice cream melts is a pretty good determination. I used that in the beginning, so awesome. So that's what you're hoping for. So in the beginning, I wasn't that good, obviously, and I couldn't get the ice cream to melt on the plateau. So it was kind of like, Shout's going fast. That's kind of like a benchmark. Like, I'm like, I want to get to the plateau. I want to get to the plateau. And we finally did, and it's great. So Jean Paul here, if you see, he has binoculars, and he was looking up at seagulls. So he's really into birds. We just call him the Crowfessor. So we're not going to say Jean Paul in this round.
Yeah. And on that note, we're going to be going back to Mom again. Mom, her name's Mom. And you guys have kind of like seen this route already. So like, we could probably get a few donations in while we just backtrack.
Sure thing. I think we've got another mom in the chat here. I have $100 from Big Mama 1626 who says, "We are so proud of our boys. Congratulations on making it onto GDQ. Good luck with your run. Love you guys, Big Mama and Papa Bear."
Aw, thank you. Oh, that was our mom. That was great.
Love you, Ma.
Yeah, that's great. So we're finally doing this final delivery, and I think we're all set. But like, there's this like weird mushy thing in our pockets. Does anyone know what that is? Oh, the ice cream. Okay, yeah. So hopefully Opic won't care too much that it's melted. But like we always do when we go to O-Pick, we always try to do it in style. So we are going to be doing our second O-Pick jump here. We're going to be trying to get as much momentum as possible. And as usual, we're just going to full send it off the mountain, get the bounce. Here's hoping. Let's go. Get to the beach. Another one. Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
Sending it all the way to the beach and maintaining the momentum like that, that's as good as you can do it. It doesn't happen every run.
Yeah. This is a fantastic run.
Super happy so far.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep. So we go, hey, O-Pick, here's the ice cream. Sorry. And he's like, ice cream, cool, ice cream.
We got
like,
a green happy stamp. Hey, you can't be too mad about it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, who could be mad at ice cream, whether it's frozen, soft, or otherwise? So what's that? I'm going to look at my little magic ball here, and I see, oh no, Gref. Gref is going to want us to do extra work here. He's going to be like, oh, nighttime, something's going to happen. I just know it. So you're going to have to do extra work. And we go, no, we're going to be throwing sponges instead. We're going to be going over to this beach, take a sponge, throw it in the water, grab a totem, have both text boxes appear at the same time. We will then move with one of the text boxes and talk to Allegra. This will allow us to finish the text box, talk to her a second time, and this tricks the game. I don't know how it works exactly, but it tricks the game into thinking that we're actually already done with overtime, the nighttime part, and we're already in day 3. We already passed like 2.5 minutes of stuff. Really fun stuff, like little glitches like that, or like big glitches are always fun.
Since you mentioned, speaking of the humble bundle, my brother was pretty humble there. He didn't mention who discovered this. It was him. He was the one that pushed this. He found the glitch, and then he started applying it. He's like, we can save time with this. We're like, sweet.
Yeah.
So shout outs to him.
Thanks, but we're all part of the same community here. We're all just trying to like get this game. It's a great game, probably great story. Hope so. So we're gonna be going back to O-Pick. We tried to do an O-Pick jump there. We just don't have enough height off the mountain, but is what it is. So from O-Pick here, he's gonna be like, oh, there's this person in a tree all the way up there. They need a first aid kit. So we're gonna be getting a first aid kit. Except for we don't, I got you. It's still on the ground. You have to pick that up. Do you remember the lantern? That wasn't the only item. This is the other item. Do you want to know how many times you go up the mountain and then then you go to Mun and you're like, here's the first aid kit. And they're like, what first aid kit are you talking about? Anyway, we're going to be going up this little part here, and we're going to be going to this ring. That ring is supposed to shoot you all the way up to the little waterfall, but if you get off your broom and back on as soon as you get in the ring, you actually gain the height, but can immediately control yourself. So as we usually do, we try to go in as straight of a line as possible, and what better than cutting off the edge.
Shout out to Mune, probably my favorite character here.
Good choice, good choice.
The pink hair and the green gloves, absolute fire. So I really like the fashion decisions. Speaking of fire, the airplane down there is on fire, and we have a wet sponge. So the next trick we're going to be doing is called Soggy Plane. So the way it is supposed to work is it's supposed to be like a little baby cutscene where you fly over the top of the plane in order to put the fire out. But we found out that if you just bring a wet sponge and knock on the door, the fire is like a little timid. It doesn't want any of Mika's smoke, and it just goes away, and we get the item, which is really cool. It saves about 30 seconds, and probably more, because getting the cutscene to trigger was always really finicky. So like 30 seconds you were like super happy about, but being able to make it a lot more consistent and save the time has just been awesome, honestly.
Yeah. All I'm learning here is that we got to smash our heads into walls, and we got to smash sponges into planes. So I'm taking notes here.
So next here, I would like, there's a pretty tight jump. If I get it, everyone post Edgar in chat. Let's see.
Let's go.
There it is.
That's a really
Edgar
tight
in chat on that one, everybody.
Yeah, you have like 1.1 Mika height to get through that, and you know, he just got it squeaked in. So we're meeting Yulu here. They're a miner. They're gonna give us coal. I don't know why we're getting coal, but normally we're gonna have to go all the way around, and we're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna do a magic trick here. Watch this. I'm gonna make the wall disappear. Whoa! Ah. All right. I'm gonna be real with you though. I didn't do anything. This is I'm gonna reveal the curtain. You know, behind the curtain. That trick is called a ToothBurglar's minecart. And
that's awesome. I like that name. We gotta name more stuff like that. That's sweet.
Yeah. Basically, the ceiling on that minecart area doesn't have like a hitbox, so you could just jump straight through it and go straight to Vanny instead. We're doing a little like item stuff here because usually you throw the sponge on the ground, but sometimes it throws different items. But now we're going to be going across a little bit. We're going to go to the, oh, that was really nice.
Yep.
To the train. We've passed this train a few times, and we're going to meet Alex. We would have met Alex during overtime, but we skipped that. And that's a real shame because she's really my favorite character. But we get to talk to her for a second here.
Alrighty, and then as we continue, we are going to get warped to in 1 second here, suspense is building for effect, the Professor. So now he is going to give us a canary here, and then we're going to move right along. We're going to do a couple of deliveries in the village here. And Edgar in chat again, if I can make this snipe. Yep.
Let's go.
That one's tight too.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Squabbles in the background. Hopefully Ovell gives us something cool like a scarf or a cake or an astrolab, something like that. So we'll see what he ends up giving us here. And then usually there's another dog who's named Down Dog that's in the village. He's not shown. Oh, we got the astrolab. Sweet. All right. So the cake and the scarf for another time. Mm-hmm. So we have 3 dogs that we've named them all. There's Down Dog down here. There's Up Dog, and then there's also Hot Dog, which you don't see. He's in the farm area. He's in the glitchless percent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't know about you. I'm like tired. This is like our 3rd day already. Well, we skipped days, but like, you know, we're doing so many deliveries. Oh, we have a violin now. I don't want to do okay, just between us, right? Don't tell anyone. But we're gonna skip a few deliveries here. If you look at the bottom of the screen, we have a canary. But if we all believe really hard, it could actually become a cog, a giant cog that goes in a giant windmill. We're gonna be going to Yulu here, and we're gonna be doing a technique called Cognary Skip. If Yulu has this like big bubble around them where if you walk in it, they want the canary, right? And we have that. But if you walk really close to the house there, you could talk to them, and then you instead give them the canary, but we tell them it's a cog, and then they believe it's a cog. So here's your cog, and they're gonna be like, thank you. And we're gonna see, hopefully, a little cog thing pop up in a second.
We got it.
Yeah! And that skips like over a minute and maybe 2 minutes worth of time.
So 2 shout outs to Up Dog over there. Shout outs to Nixie, who popped in the Discord one day and they were like, is this good? Like, can we save time? And we were like, yeah, this is ridiculous. And then they never came back and it was awesome. So shout outs to Nixie for that. It really helped us out a lot. Next it's Kiala. We are going to get to be able to say yes or no to share our stuff, and we're going to say no. And the reason being is that there are extra text boxes that we don't have time for. It saves about 4 text boxes if we say no here in a second. I said yes, so I'm a liar. But it would save more time if we had said no. I would try to buffer the switch.
You're a good person, and that's good in my book.
Yeah, sharing is caring, right? And then the next thing that we're going to be working on is a super mega bush boing. So that's going to get us up to the factory. Is it marathon safe? We're going to find out in a second here.
Yep, fingers crossed. As we do, we just full send it. Let's go!
It's safe now. It's marathon safe now.
Yeah, that is obviously a lot harder than it looks. You have so much momentum going in there that if you hit it at the wrong way, you need to get so much height to get up there. And I am going to talk about this factory for a second because we have been trying to get up to this factory fast since the game has been around, pretty much. And we have like a bunch of ways of doing it kind of fast, but there's a hypothetical way of getting up there like without going on that little silo thing, but it's really hard. And I'm really sad because in the beta version of this game, there was this wind tunnel that you could get in that actually brought you up here. But sometime after the game released, they changed it so you need the 4th day broom to get up there. And in the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm so sad. I wish we could use that. It's so much easier. But seeing like all the different ways people get up the factory right now, it allows people to really show their little side of Mika and show how they do their speedruns.
So the next thing we're going to do is called Too Quick with OPIC. This map is kind of divided into regions, and we are going to make the game think we're in the factory region. And when we talk to OPIC, we're going to give him the Astro Lab, and then we're going to actually go to main menu. And what's going to happen is, since the game thinks we're at the factory, it's going to bring us back to the factory. It saves a ton of time because going through all the water, obviously you can see is on the slower end, and being teleported to the top of the factory gets us back to a lot of the wind boosts. So this trick is called Too Quick with OPIC. It's cool, it's a snazzy name. There's cooler named tricks, like ToothBurglar's minecart is without a doubt a little bit cooler of a name. I mean, I'll just be honest. So, but back to you, Porman.
Yeah. So with this, you know, I always like going to OPIC in style. We couldn't do it this time, but at least we got to leave in style. We just disappeared and spawned somewhere else. Final time we're going through this path. It's so nostalgic. We were here like what, like 7-8 minutes ago? Oh man. So with this, we're gonna be going back to Allegra, and I don't know the exact story, but it's something along the lines of like, oh, you delivered like 20 things and everyone's life is changed for the better forever now. So that's cool. And to celebrate all this, we're gonna be going to a party, an ice cream party, ice cream, woo! But there's still one more person that we need to invite, and that is gonna be Andros, our painter guy from way back in day 2 where we did the Andros jump. We're gonna be going up here. We're gonna do one final full send off this mountain, and hopefully we get a good bounce for the second and final Andros jump. Let's go.
Certainly take that. So we're going to talk to Andros here. Andros, that name sounds familiar. Look how handsome and young he looks. So what happens is, it's a little known fact about the Mika world, this is before he starts antagonizing the fox in space. So what happens is he asks for our paint, we say no, he gets very upset, the villain arc begins, and then down the road, he causes a bunch of problems in space. I think the true villain of the story here is Mika. I apologize for saying that, but I have to.
Wow. Yeah, and as someone who doesn't know the story at all, I have to trust what he just said. So, at this point, we're doing one final send-off to Allegra. Gonna hand off this, I think it's like an exhibit, like a final exhibit piece for the thing. And I'm tired of like not knowing the story, so I'm just gonna like, we're gonna just all experience this together. So, they're talking, and Allegra's like, you're so great, you're an amazing speedrunner, and also Mika, and we're gonna invite you to a party. And then Soot appears, and he's like, I'm an old man, I don't like stuff. And Gref is like, I'm your boss and a lackey, and I don't like stuff either. And then Allegra goes, I don't care, and then just says, go away. And Soot's like, no, my weakness, people telling me to go away. And then we're gonna go to ice cream, yes. Oh.
The moral of the story there is never underestimate the power of ice cream. That's what the real running theme of Mika and the Witch's Mountain.
Yep, frozen, soft, wet, anyway. And we're finally here, we're finally at a party. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna deliver stuff, yeah, ice cream. So what we're gonna be doing here is we have to deliver 4 ice creams, but we only have 2 hands. So what are we gonna be doing? We're gonna be juggling ice cream. You can only hold 3 items, but if you keep hitting the action button, you could just keep throwing the one over and over again and like juggle it here.
Shout out to Down Dog there. Some people, not me, some people would call him a party animal. So, and one more shout out here. When the NPCs of Mika heard that we were going to be running at AGDQ, someone actually came to take our picture. So in 1 second, we're going to do 3, 2, 1, pose at the camera. Everyone say AGDQ. Alrighty, moving right along. We could do donations now until we kind of get through this day.
You got it. $50 from Matt, who says, cheers to another great GDQ. Thanks, staff and runners. I played Mika last year with my 5-year-old daughter, Blair. I woke her up early this morning to watch. She wants to tell Tooth, good luck on Mika. $50 from Ben, who says, good luck, ToothBurglar. Classic Joe to skip every cutscene of the game. $50 from M. Kyle M, who says, this Mika game makes me think Kiki's delivery service mixed with Wind Waker. I'm sold. And $25 from Jenny, who says, donating for these wholesome lads. Shout outs to good vibes. Absolute good vibes there.
Yeah, we could do like
definitely a couple
2
more
or 3 more, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got it. $50 from Michin, who says, so proud of you. And $8 from Skeleton Prime 655, who says, trans rights.
All right, and at this point, we got the final broom. Allegra did everything they could for us, and now we're going up the mountain. And it's crazy. Like, we were just 28 minutes and 33 seconds ago, we were up there, and now we're going back. It's crazy. So we have the best broom, and we're gonna be moving as fast as possible, and we're gonna go up this mountain with Mika. Now, you're gonna see here, we're gonna go up the waterfall, and then up this huge tornado that we might have seen in the beginning before. And there's this whole like puzzle where like you grab orbs and you put them in the thing, and then wind comes up, and you have to go like left, right, up, down, a lot of different directions. But we are gonna go in a straight line when we can. So we're gonna do a technique here called Witch Through Walls. It's a little technique where like a little bit of the, let's go. That is really hard and inconsistent. ToothBurglar found that one. Witch Through Walls, basically a little part of the wall like sticks out, and normally when you jump, it like just puts you over it. But if you hit at the right angle, it actually bounces you forward instead of up. And it's cuts like, it's like 5-6 seconds, and you know, always gotta save those seconds. And quick mountain uppies right here. Let's go. And now at this point, we're gonna be dashing up, and now this is where we started, folks. This is the beginning of the game.
So next we're going to be talking to Oligari again. I'm going to do a little shout-out extravaganza real quick. We'll let you know when time is. That's when there's going to be a little black screen, a bouncing Mika. So shout-outs to the Mika community, Heart Moon and Mian. They picked it up in beta. They really got the ball moving for us. Shout-outs to all the restreamers. You guys do so much work. Really proud of you guys. Shout-outs to HDQ. It's an absolute honor to be able to be here and run Mika. 10 years ago, me and my brother were just kids watching it, and now to be able to run is just a dream. So if you want to be here, work hard, you can do it. Shout-outs to Mom and Pippin watching at home. Shout-outs to Dad McKean and Justin in the audience rooting for us here. Then next is, Oligari is actually Allegra. I knew Allegra was my favorite character for a reason. It's going to be time soon, and then there's going to be 2 quick shout-outs, and we'll be all set. So...
Time. Whew. Good stuff.
That's Mika and the Witch's Mountain, the final 2 shout-outs. Shout-outs to the Mika Discord. I post every Witch Wednesday. The community is awesome. The people are awesome. We're finding new stuff every day. This week, 2 people posted, and we're like, oh, there's new stuff to kind of mess around with. And it's just crazy. Like, we'll answer any questions. Me and my brother are always in the Discord. We'd love to help out new people. This is really an amazing game. The final shout out, please, one final round of applause for my brother here. He has been tremendous in pushing this game, and I can promise you, Mika would not be here at HDQ without him.
Aw.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, great game, great story, I assume, great speed run. So, you know, thanks for everything.